Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live, special Friday morning edition. Yes. Got a, look, man, I know a lot of you think like we only can talk LeBron. LeBron is the only thing, but look, man, in this media game, when the story's hot, you got to keep rocking with the story until the story's over. And right now, the Lakers are hot. LeBron is hot. So we're going to keep talking about it. Also, because LeBron is he's the gift that keeps on giving, right? He continues to offer us different storylines and things that we can discuss. And so guess what? We are going to do that here on the Format Podcast because that's what we do. So thank you for joining me here today. I'm going to go ahead, give my little blurb, my little spiel, then we'll come back and we'll get started. And yeah, we got some good stuff today, so let's get it. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us, and write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. Hello, this is the Format Podcast.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Nelson.
Nelson, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, man. It was a great show.
I appreciate it. Let me interrupt you. Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'll make sure I lock this in, man. I didn't know who was calling. I thought it was a telemarketer or something. So that's why I kept shutting down your call. But thank you for calling back and sticking with me. You in Jersey?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey. I usually I've been following your podcast, so I've been usually I'll make a comment under my handle is Drama Therapy.
Okay, Drama Therapy. I think I heard you on Man Down Sports before. Okay, shout out. Thank you for checking me out, man. But go ahead. Yeah,
man. I'm so tired of hearing all this. Everybody's trying to give LeBron benefit of the doubt with this whole
not me
and all this stuff. Yeah, like did anybody give that grace to Kobe?
No.
Kobe got acquitted or
he settled it.
He didn't get convicted or anything, and people still holding that against his
still. Yup.
But it comes to this bozo, and he's 22 years in the league, and it's so painfully obvious that he's like, come on now, it's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can play that long at that level without something, and his body frame is unnatural.
Well, I'm not going to say that. You know why I'm not going to say that? I'll just say there's no evidence of that, so I'm going to leave that alone.
And that's what everybody does. Like if that's the case, then they got to keep that same energy for Kobe because that's messed up.
Agreed.
Like I'm so glad Mace came out and said everything that he said because I'm so sick of these narratives. I'm sick of this LeBron Jordan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dude has gotten he's skated his whole way through the league. Like can he do anything? Like he's avoided every aspect of the grind that you possibly can. Like, how is it people are giving him credit for team hopping, stacking, trading whole teams away mid-season?
Firing coaches.
Pushing, like driving down the lane, no definable NBA skill set, pushing people out of the way, going to the basket, traveling every other play. And people are covering for, like, what does he have on the league? What does he have that, like, people are so afraid to speak what's plain right in front of their face? That's why that's why people like me become haters or called haters, because when you see something that's just so blatantly a lie, you can't, it enrages people. So now everything is just F LeBron because nothing this guy does is genuine. He's the purest narcissist I have ever seen in my life.
So that's so funny, Nelson. Sorry to interrupt you. That's so funny. Obviously, I don't have any psychological training, anything. I took, 1 or 2 psych classes in college, but no real training. And one thing I look at when I see this dude, I don't know the technical definition of narcissism, etc., but I know, to me, he is the most egotistical, self-aggrandizing NBA player we've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this guy, because everything he does on and off the court is look at me, look at me, look at me. Like, everything is specifically designed to bring attention to him. And like, I don't know if you were here at the beginning when I briefly mentioned the spat that he got into with, I don't even want to call it spat, but when he approached Stephen A. Smith last night, and we'll discuss that in a full topic on the Sunday show. But when he approached Stephen A. Smith and basically told him, you know, keep my son out of this ish. And I'm like, bro, you are the one who painted the target on your son. Now you're mad when he's getting shot at. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. But that's how this guy moves. And it's easy to move that way when you have configured an entire media apparatus and an entire fan base to protect you at every turn over the last however many years.
And that's that cult mentality. So I do have the clinical and the psychological training to be able to.
Yes, I remember when you mentioned that.
So yes, everything you're saying is true. He's envious of others and believes everybody's envious of him. He's arrogant. He manipulates others. He's
all things I've said.
Grandiosity, feeling that you are unique and can only be around certain crowds that are just as unique as you. Like, all of those traits describe his personality.
Okay.
Like, so I'm not gonna make no kind of clinical diagnosis of him or anything like that.
Right.
When you talk about just pure character trait of a narcissist, his face should be inside the dictionary next to the word. Like,
right.
It bothers me because people don't take the time to dig deeper into this. This is not the type of person that we want our kids to follow after.
Too late.
I don't want my kids to develop those character traits and believe that the antics he's pulling is good. Like, but nobody wants to speak on that. All they do is place a little ticker at the bottom saying LeBron is a great father, he's a great husband. Things they don't know anything about. How many cheating rumors is there about him? It looks like right now he's manipulating his son, putting him in a league that he doesn't deserve to be in.
I've spoken on that how many times. I truly believe, again, I don't know the guy personally, I truly believe that move was much more for him than it was for his son. Not saying he doesn't love his son. I believe he loves his son with all his heart. I do. But I believe that particular move was for him, not for Bronny.
The fact that you even got to question it, though, that says something. Because other people that have like good character that that like have integrity and stuff like that, they might do something like that, and you'd be like, "Well, all right, I know their heart is in the right place." But with him, because of all his past antics and the things that he said and things that he said that are completely egotistical, you can't give him the benefit of the doubt on those types of things. So I'm just fully sick of everything that has to do with LeBron. I will be so bad if they win a title this year, because you can see the power dynamic between him and Luka, where LeBron still tries to make it seem like he's top dog, but Luka is like clearly running the show. But LeBron will do these little subtle things to try to make it seem like he's still, the number one. So I want my league back. I want the real NBA.
We all do, man. We all do. I don't know if it's ever going to come back, and not as long as Adam Silver's the commissioner. I don't know if it's ever going to come back.
True. But I had to say something. I know all the LeBron cultists are going to go off and
Oh yeah, they're not going to be happy with this.
Yeah, but like it's got to be said at some point. This crap has got to stop.
Well, he's been enabled with that since he was 16. So I don't, he's not going to change now.
That's why I'm called the chosen one at that young age and believe to believe it.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many people, if all of that was showered on them from such a young age, would have been able to push back against that, especially someone who unfortunately, didn't grow up in a proper 2-parent environment, mother-father environment with a father to teach them and guide them the right ways on things. And I'm not saying that if you don't have a father in your life, you can't be guided, but clearly there was no proper male role model in place for him. So,
True. Yeah. Father would have taught you integrity and taught you how to be a man.
Accountability. Right. Yes.
It's kind of like the media raised him. They told him all these great things from a young age. And like he fully believes all of it. So I feel bad for him in a sense. But at the same time, like you got to have people in your corner that hold you accountable and help you to keep a level of like level-headedness or self-awareness to know stuff. You sound like an idiot.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for taking the call.
Hey, thank you so much for calling, man. I'll make sure I'm locking this number, man. I appreciate you.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Nelson. Have a great day, man.
You too.